Today, we'll be talking about 4 benefits of life insurance for entrepreneurs. And hopefully by the end of this, you'll see that you are missing an important tool in your arsenal of entrepreneurship. Our first benefit is liquidity. Liquidity gives you the opportunity in a policy to be able to have cash whenever you want without the process of application or a credit check like we do when we have to attain something from the bank, right? And without the interrogation of what you want the money for. The next thing is it also can be used to pay off negative debt. And when I say negative debt, I mean your car, your credit card, your student loans, just any bills that is really not bringing revenue, bringing profit to your bottom line. Those are negative debt. This also gives you the ability to invest in yourself, in real estate investments, especially because now your money is doing more than one thing for you. It's growing compound interest in this policy, but now you can borrow that money and use that for real estate investment to get even a higher yield return on your money. So now your money is making interest twice. And so this is something that many people are missing out on, unfortunately, but I am here to help and to educate and to help people to really find out what the Rockefellers are doing, find out what Walt Disney did, find out what, so many different wealthy entrepreneurs did in order to start up their business, in order to get it rolling, to be consistent when the banks did not believe in their dreams. Now we're going to go to benefit number 2, which is flexibility and versatility. I really like this one because it allows you to also utilize this money for saving for your children's college fund or a loved one's college fund, right? You have the opportunity to invest in this product without the restrictions of a 529, because let's say your child doesn't go to college, or they get a scholarship, or they decide to go to the military, or college is too high for you to even afford. No matter what you do, if it's not college related, you will be penalized and you will be taxed on this money that you take out because it is strictly for college savings. And it doesn't really matter, even if your child has a full ride, you're still going to lose out on that benefit. Another thing is with this policy, you're able to benefit more when you are applying for FAFSA, for grants, for free money. When you have a 529, that actually works against you. And if you need more details on that, we can definitely talk a little bit more about that. Now, the other thing I would like to say is you can even utilize this vehicle to use it for collateral loans when you're looking to purchase a home, invest in a business, etc. You can use this policy to take to a bank, and they will more than likely give you access because they see that you have the funds in your account. And lastly, it gives you the opportunity to use this as a supplemental income for your retirement. So you can save this money from 10, 20, 30 years, etc. And in the end, we know that 401s are going down right now as we speak. It is really, a lot of people are losing the nest egg that they thought that they would have. Sort of kind of in 2008, when many retirees who were preparing lost over half their savings, their life earnings, and it was very heartbreaking. And so to prevent this, you can put your money in a policy to be able to make sure that you never lose that money. It always grows. As long as it's properly funded and as long as it's a properly structured life insurance policy, as well as you can use this to supplement your income tax-free. Whoa, what do you mean? Yes, tax-free as in with a 401, you have to now take that money out and be taxed on that large amount. And we all know that taxes are going up, not down, right? And so you might be, saving, getting these high yield returns on these 401s, not at this moment, but, the market goes up and down. But you're also going to be paying a larger amount on that nest egg. So you might be earning 9% on average, but in the end, it could come out to about 4%, for example. So these are the things that you have to think about. The government is not here to coddle us and give us a great retirement. It is for you to take ownership of your retirement and to be able to retire even earlier. And if you want to retire at 40 or 50, you can still be able to retire as long as you've saved that nest egg into this guaranteed growth vehicle, and then be able to really live life while you are still young and agile, and not when you're older and have less range of motion, possibly, or less desires to do things that you always desired when you were younger, etc. So you're able to really be able to benefit from this, and to be able to, in the end, if you pass away, be able to transfer that to your loved ones tax-free, contrary to what the 401 does, where that loved one now has to pay taxes on what you've left them. Now, let's go into our benefit number 3, which is protection. And that protection comes from, let's say you pass away, unfortunately, your business assets can still be protected while your family sorts out the in and outs of what they need to do in order to either preserve that business or sell that business. And without it being caught up in a probate process in the courthouse that drags out for months, sometimes years, and costs you, which takes away even more from your bottom line. So You want to be able to protect yourself in these basic areas as an entrepreneur, because all that effort and time that you've taken to build this empire for your family, or even leave a small nest egg for your family, it will all go down the drain if everything is not properly structured for your loved ones and your family. And now they have to go out there and rush and work and not be able to grieve correctly for you because everything was not put in place for them. So I encourage you to really think about that, especially as an entrepreneur, to protect your children, to protect your wife or husband, and to protect your loved ones and friends, or even your favorite charity or ministry that you believe in. Be able to leave something for them. Leave this earth better than you found it. Be able to contribute something. That is our duty as God's disciples, is to leave this planet better than we found it, so that the world can become better and more hopeful. Let's get to benefit number 4, which is peace of mind. And this is actually my favorite benefit out of the 4, because it gives you that protection, that blanket, that flexibility that you really, really need in order to protect yourself, your family, and your business, right? So in case something happens to you where you're unable to work anymore and unable to make income for your family because of a major health condition like stroke or heart attack or even cancers, these 3 are very prominent in our time these days. This gives you, if one of these 3, and we have a slew of other illnesses that are not as common, but these are the top 3 common ones. And those can benefit you because instead of waiting until you pass away, the life insurance company gives you the opportunity to take a portion of that death benefit and utilize it for your bills and for your children's tuition, or your medical bills, and even the opportunity to use it for experimental drugs, natural drugs. There are really no limitations on what you can utilize this money for, versus if you go to a bank and you have to take out a loan, this kinds to start to bring more stress onto you as you're going through your illness. Instead of being able to peacefully recover and heal, this gives you the opportunity to be able to do that. I think this is just such a great blessing, because it really gives individuals that security blanket that they need to feel that, if something happens to me as an entrepreneur, I'm covered. If I have something major as an illness, I'm covered. If I pass away, I'm covered, to protect my business. There's just so many things that people are able to utilize this for. And so I just want to summarize that our 4 steps are liquidity, it gives you flexibility, and it gives you protection and peace of mind. And I believe every entrepreneur needs this as a properly structured policy in their life. This is an added security blanket that you really need in your arsenal as an entrepreneur. It also gives you, your money the opportunity to do more than one function, where it's growing compound interest. And that is how you really truly become wealthy, is undisturbed compound interest. And so it gives your money the ability to do more than one job while it's still compounding, even though you're borrowing against that money. And so it also gives you the opportunity to create leverage without more risk and keeps your money in a safe place. So if you are in need of assistance, reach out to me below. And I want to thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you have an inspired day.